Hi, I'm Abby Smyers and welcome to my kitchen. Today is a cold and rainy spring day in northwest Montana. So today what I'm going to prepare for my family and for all of you guys is our delicious creamy cheddar grits. And we're going to use our Philadelphia cream cheese. So let's get started. What I'm going to start with is 8 ounces of our Philadelphia cream cheese, and here I've got a cup and a half of frozen corn. So what I'm going to do is I've already heated the pan over here, and I'm going to put in the cream cheese, and it's sort of sizzling because it's hot, and our frozen corn. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this all together. And this is going to be what adds that extra creamy texture to this creamed cheddar grits. And so what I'm doing is I'm just thawing that corn and smoothing out that cream cheese so it blends together. And I've got this on about medium-high heat. And this is one of those great recipes for a really cold and rainy day. And here in northwest Montana, this is my first winter and spring in northwest Montana. And I've been told that the winters last a little bit longer, and now I'm getting the actual evidence. So today is the perfect day to serve up these grits. And this is also the perfect side dish to go along with eggs if you want to do it in the morning. Also slow cooked some ribs and serve this alongside some ribs. And this is a guaranteed crowd pleaser. Alright, now if you want to get in here and look at what this looks like, this got real creamy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic. That looks great. And just mix that in. Alright, that looks perfect. Alright, now what we're going to do is we got to add the broth. So I have got 2 cups of homemade chicken stock that I'm going to add right in here. Oh yeah, that looks perfect. And then to make it creamy, we're going to add another cup of milk. I'm going to add my cup of milk, and then I'm going to bring it up a teeny bit, and the milk, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter to continue with that rich flavor. And then I've got a cup and a half of polenta. And I am going to just shake that into the bowl. And I'm going to switch to a wooden spoon because I found that that sometimes works better. And then I am just going to continuously stir this. And the butter's going to melt in here, and all of the grain is going to start absorbing that liquid. And it's going to get thicker. And I'm going to continuously cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes until it gets thick. And I'm going to stir it constantly. I can walk away for a minute, but I don't want it to over bubble. So I'm going to babysit this grits. Alright, now we are back, and I'm taking this off the heat because it is so thick and creamy. And now what I'm going to add is I'm going to add a couple of pinches of salt, and this smells so good. That's about a tablespoon of salt, and I'm going to add a couple of grinds of pepper, and this is looking so good. I call myself a smell cook because I smell everything, and that's how I know if it needs something extra. But I think it's perfect. Now, to kick this up a notch, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some cheddar cheese and some fresh chives that we just picked from our garden. So I'm going to add about a cup and a half because I'm going to save some for the topping to make it look really pretty. And then I'm going to add about 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 of a cup of chive, but I'm going to save some of that too for the garnish on top. And I'm going to mix this in, and I took it off of the heat because that cheddar cheese is going to melt because this is so hot. And it just looks amazing, and it smells so good. And this is the perfect side dish to barbecue chicken, fried fish. I mean, I'm from Chicago, so you wouldn't think that I would have grown up on grits, but I had a lot of Southern influence growing up, and grits was one of my favorite things for breakfast, and fried mush was one of my all-time favorites, which is basically polenta cooked up, chilled in the freezer, sliced, and then fried in a skillet with some fried eggs. It was so good. It was one of my favorites. Let me smell. Oh, yeah. That is perfect. Look how good that looks. Oh, my gosh. And that Philadelphia cream cheese just made it so creamy. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a serving platter to put it in, and I'm going to have a little serving for myself, too. And I'm going to show you how we plate this. Grab a hot pad. And the great thing about grits is you can even do this ahead of time, before your guests arrive, even a day ahead of time, and then pop it in the oven. Oh, look how creamy that comes out. Here. And then just pop it in the oven for a couple of minutes with some cheese on top. And look at those bits of corn in there. And here, I'm going to give myself a little scoop so I can try it. So we can, because I'm not going to wait until anybody else comes. We might have to lock the door. All right, that looks perfect. Now what we're going to do to make this look real pretty is we're going to add some cheese on top, and then that's just going to melt. I'm going to add a little cheese to mine. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, and it smells even better. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of chive. And I'm going to sprinkle a little chive for me, and I love these pretty little chive pieces. Now look at that. Doesn't that just look delicious? So this is our creamy cheddar grits. That is the perfect side dish for anything. Now I got to try this. This looks so good. I'm going to get some of that cheddar cheese. Ooh, it smells really good. Oh yeah, we did it. The cream cheese in here just enhances the flavor of this polenta, and those little bursts of corn nuggets that we add that perfect texture in here. So get in your kitchen and whip this up for your family. It doesn't need to be a cold day or a rainy day, but get in your kitchen and make this delicious, creamy cheddar grits. Till next time.